Hello, I'm Tim Durham Sr. with Durham's Bee Farm, and y'all thought I died and went to heaven. I'm going to go, but I don't want to go today. This video is mainly going to pertain to new beekeepers. So, we were all new beekeepers at one time, and two old men helped me, so I get great pleasure out of knowing that I help somebody. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, what I'm going to achieve, and this beekeeper hasn't gone in this beehive for a year. So I did peek in them the other day. They're doing very well. The queen, she's a pretty queen, but I'm gonna clean the hive. I'm gonna clean the frames up. And as I do it, I'll explain it. If you keep those frames clean, the hive clean, from burr comb and propolis, and I'll show you what that is, then the next time you go into it, it'll be so much of a pleasure. It'll be more pleasure. So, without any more talking, here we go. Still running. Alright, we're going to get a little closer here so you can observe what I'm doing. Tell you what, I'm going to get a little bit closer to this hive first and show you what I found. When I peeked in this hive a couple of days ago, here's what I found. The beekeeper did not have 10 frames in here. If you can, try very hard to keep 10 frames in your hive. If you forget, this is what will happen to you. Alright, now I'm going to lay this inner cover. This is the inner cover. I'm going to lay it back here. And they're a little fussy today because it's cloudy and the wind's blowing. I don't like the wind. I don't know about them, but it's cloudy. Sun's not shining. It is the warmest day we've had this spring. Now, I'm going to back the camera up and tell you what I do as I'm doing it. I wish I could find some more gloves like these. I don't wear them to keep from getting stung. I wear them because they keep the propolis off your fingers, and then when you get back in the truck, once you get that propolis on your steering wheel in your truck, it's just about impossible to get it off. And so I'm going to try to move right along. Now, I have already smoked this hive, so the video's not too long. Now, I've made over 200 videos to help you, and most of them have a title that will help you kind of guide you what the video is about. Now, like I say, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 frames in here, and there should be 10. Now, I put a bag down here to scrape the propolis and the burr comb off onto it you really don't. Now I'm looking real quick. It's very unlikely the queen would be on this side. Very unlikely. So I'm gonna shake these bees off in there now. They're fussy. Now, if you can see right here on this top bar, all this burr comb right here, and this frame isn't too bad. So I'm gonna scrape down like this and get that wax, and then I'm gonna turn it over. And this hive isn't too bad. Now, I may come back in here later and do a better job, but I'm gonna get the propolis out from under the end of this frame here, and I'm gonna scrape that comb sticking out, scrape that off. Now, the end bar will have propolis and wax right there. And this first time, I want to try to get that off. Even if I don't get the rest of the hive perfect, I want to get that off. Now, I'm gonna put these back in the order that I took them out. So, basically that is it. Now I'm looking over it to see if I see the queen. And like I say, it's unlikely. It should be over here. There's no brood over here, and it's on the outside of the outside. All right, now I'm gonna shake them off. Now, you see this comb hanging down? I'm gonna cut that off. And I'll probably come back I will come back and fine-tune the cleaning job. But if y'all will do this, it will make your beekeeping more pleasurable. And now this is the bottom bar. I cleaned that off. All right, now I'm gonna put that in there. Now, in order to not make the video too long, I'm gonna do this with every frame after I turn the video off. Then this hive box here, I will go in there and clean it up. And where the frames rest, I will clean it up. I can clean it up easier, much easier, if the bees aren't in it. One just nailed me, but that's part of the job. Now, be sure when you light your smoker, get it good hot. If you don't, it'll go out on you. And also, one important thing, when you get through, please don't forget to take this top off the smoker. If you leave it on there, if you leave this on there by accident and it gets cold, it will be welded to it like welding steel. So, if I can answer any questions, be of help to you, I'll do better. I'll do better about. Lately, I haven't been too good about answering questions. So, down below there's a place you can ask a question, which is comments, and you can leave a question, and hopefully I will get to it and answer your question. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this off camera, and I tell you what. Alright, I'm going to turn it off right now. Okay, I've finished, and again, if you have any questions, go down below at the comments and type your question in there, and good Lord willing, I'll answer you. Also down below, there's a little thumbs up. Click that, and I'll get a blue ribbon for that. And I'm 80, and my son and my grandson, two fine, wonderful Christian men, they've taken over the Durham's website, and they on Durham's Bee Farm, they sell bee products. So that'll help us out. Bee pollen, propolis, royal jelly, just several of them, and that'll help feed the grandchildren and the great grandchildren that I think maybe is coming on. We're working on it. When I end, I know there'll be a lot of things I can tell you, but can't remember them right now. I had 2 or 3 funnies, but I forgot them because I'm 80 years old. And oh, by the way, I want to wish my wife, my wonderful, she's my first wife. Saturday be 57 years I've been with her, and she's such a lovely lady. And I could brag all night about her. But anyhow, I had some funnies and I forgot them, but I do have some advice for you young bucks. Don't aggravate the old folks. They're already mad because they're old. Y'all have a good evening. Bye-bye. I forgot to tell you, we had 2 men at church die the same day. One was a taxi driver and the other was a pastor. And so when both of them got to the pearly gates, same time, St. Peter took the taxi driver in and escorted him to a wonderful, gorgeous mansion. Oh, it just, words cannot describe how wonderful it was. And so he got him settled in, and he went back and got the pastor and took him in and escorted him to a very modest house. Very modest. And the preacher said, St. Peter said, something's wrong here. Said, you gave that taxi driver a mansion, a gorgeous mansion. And here, I'm a pastor, and you giving me this modest house. Why is that? St. Peter said, well, Pastor, when you preached, everybody went to sleep. When the taxi driver, when he drove, his customers in the back seat, all of them were praying. So, all right, y'all have a good one this time for sure.